So recently I've had to do a lot of paring down for everything to fit in my backpack. So I thought I'd go through that and show you what I got. Um, Over here I've got my Flex solar panels that are just really, not the Flex Solar, this is the NECTEC, sorry. And it has a little pouch, holds two backup batteries, they hook up. And basically I can just put this on the back of my pack and it, you know, it, it does a pretty good charge. Got my backpack here with some carabiners on it. Nothing in it right now. Right here, I've got a camping quilt that's 1 pound, and uh, right back here is my backpack that is fairly small considering when I first got it, it would not even fit in this dry sack. I took out that whole inner fill, so it just got one side. Right here is my rain fly. Here's my tent. Oh goodness! I always carry around a big water bottle with me just in case, like, I need to go to a creek. I'll fill it up, and then I'll break out my this guy water filtering system, and I'll filter it into one of these smaller bottles. Um, I've got my right here. You can see I've got that invoker pad that's I've cut up to crap till it's really small, but it's pretty small. It's like 2 feet, 2.5 feet by 12, 15 inches, and it really helps. I cut it down to that size, but then also cut it thinner. So it really helps when it's underneath my abdomen, my upper body, to keep the chill off. And then my Walmart camping mat, which is really small, but still does the trick a little bit. Back there, I've got my warmth bag, which is basically my jacket and my knit cap. The next one, I've got clothes. I've got another pair of shorts in there, cutoffs. I've got 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of liners, and a shirt or two. And the reason I have that, I mean, like the liners, I took off the liners yesterday. I was walking because my feet were getting so hot, and then I got a blister. So I've got my cap. I got 2 of my bandanas. I got a total of 3. Over here, let's see what we got. All right, so I divvy these up into different bags. I got a miscellaneous bag for stuff I'm going to use throughout the day. I got my smokes bag and my deodorant bag. So, starting in my my miscellaneous bag, I have this called a Swiss P32 or P38, whatever it is, and I've got a little Swiss Army knife, which helped me because I was able to use this little guy here. It'll come out well. Little tweezers, and I took out a thorn I had in my foot. It's got a tick flea that I got when I was hiking the AT briefly, and it's this it's can opener. It's also it'll open up a regular, 2 different kinds, right? Take the lid off, and also. But it also has a spoon, which is all these end up rusting up, so they end up very little good. I've got chapstick, I got a few zip ties in here, and I've got a marker in case I need to make a sign. Over here, I've got lighters, a few lighters, a pen, that's it. I got a pipe, gotta have a pipe, because if you run out of papers or you just need to smoke a shorty off the ground, but you don't want to put your lips on that nasty thing, you can always just stuff it in your pipe and you're good to go. I've got a little bit of tobacco, some rolling papers, and a dollar bill to roll. Over here, I've got my cords and plugs. I have 2 plugs because even though the one plug in there has a 2-prong outlet for the USB, it charges slower if you have 2 devices on that one. So to maximize it, I have this little square plug one. Over here, I've got my pill bag, which has Tums, Carmex, caffeine, antihistamine, aspirin, and some vitamins, it looks like. Over here, I've got my main bag for what I need. Like I got my denture tablets. I've got some paper tape to tape up blisters, denture cream, a little mirror, trimming scissors. I have a mask in case I ever get to a point where someone's like, you need to wear a mask to come in here. Ear and nose trimmer, some first aid cream, some wipes, hand cleaner wipe type stuff, alcohol bound. Good stuff. I've got my washcloth, my handy washcloth, just because it exfoliates better and gets a lot of the dead skin and stuff. Deodorant. I just recently bought these razors because the last razor I used to do my head, and then it was no good for anybody. This stuff, this is to help with chafe. It's very tiny, but it really, really, really helps. It's like $8 online, but you just kind of put it over the area you expect to be chafed or have chafed before or in the process of getting chafed, and it really does a wonder. But it's so small. That's the only concern for me. Over here I have paper towels and napkins and whatever, wipes and stuff like that. The thing is you don't want to carry a lot of toilet paper and stuff in the woods. In case you have to poop in the woods, it's best to have paper towels or something. Anytime I go into like a Walmart or a Food Lion or something like that, I'll go to the deli section and grab a couple of them and throw them in my pocket. I've gotten rid of most of the soap. I haven't even used most of it. I found out that if you use a lemon, squeeze a lemon into water and maybe a little baking soda, it does much better than soap would alone. And that's pretty much it. That's my, oh goodness. Yeah, that's my pack. It's very lightweight. I would say it's about 20, maybe 25 pounds. Each of these 1.5 liters is what, 3 pounds? Or yeah, 3 pounds. And so I'll carry both of them full up in the side of the pack. The pack is a Teton, but I've taken it largely apart. Like it had this thick plastic all the way through it. It had this big belt thing. I don't use the belt. They had a rain cover, which those are all worthless on all packs. It's best, as you'll notice, like all of my gear has dry sacks, and some of them are not in too good a shape, but they keep everything fairly dry. So even if the pack gets wet, I'm walking in the rain, whatever. I'll keep in the top pouch, I keep my miscellaneous pouch, my smoke pouch. I got a little bit of twine that I picked up on the side of the road. I keep the brain, even though, so anyway. And inside, I've taken out a lot of the foaming stuff. I've tried to make it as light as possible. Right now, it's probably around 2 pounds, which is still heavy. But overall, and also when I was the top shoulder rig came apart, and I just ripped it further, which is fine. It doesn't really affect it. It just looks kind of weird. It's like little wings coming out the top when I'm pulling it. And then I keep up in the top of the bag, I keep food, crackers, candy if I've got it, tuna. Not really anything heavyweight. I do have some bread still that I got the other day. I wasn't going to head out today, but then I was looking. The problem is movement is life. As a hobo, right? Because I can't carry much, and so sometimes I'll go into a store. They'll let me, like a convenience store, they'll let me fill up on water. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes I'll ask if they got a spigot. Sometimes they'll let me. Sometimes they won't. So I'm about to trudge all through that to get some. There's a creek, stream, river, whatever back there, and I'm gonna try. I'll fill up this big jug first, and then take care of it from there. But that's my pack. That's what I'm carrying. It takes care of basically most of my needs. It keeps me warm. It keeps me dry. Keeps me in power. Keeps me clean. Still got smokes. Still got a little bit of tobacco somewhere else. Probably, I think, in the big bag. But I really need to cut back on that. But as I'm a last minute kind of guy, I'll probably wait till I've got just, not very much left and then decide to quit smoking. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope your road is a good one. Hobo Yeti signing off.